This is Hueco Tanks from Clout Gaming, here with some intermediate clashing. Alright, so yesterday was Christmas, and so now I'm driving to Texas, Hueco Tanks, to the place where I got my name. Just in a hotel room in Texas, playing some Clash Royale. So this is just kind of a fun episode. Here you're going to see me cast a late fireball. I love the delayed fireball because when someone has invested a lot of elixir in a horde like that, you never know if they're going to follow it up with a miner. And so if they throw the miner before before you throw the fireball, then they've wasted that miner. Whereas if you throw the fireball early, maybe they'll save the miner. This is kind of a weird push by me, just kind of trying to change things up. I've kind of got the initiative, so I feel a little emboldened. It's a good way to lose a match, but also it's a good way to keep people on their feet. So I don't know if this is a good move or not, but it certainly pays off. And you're going to see from here my opponent essentially crumples. I nail this log, which was surprising because I remember it lagged a little bit. I don't know if the Wi-Fi in the hotel is a little slow or what, but I was happy that it worked out. And from this point on, you're going to see my opponent just stop playing. So when I realized that, I fast-forwarded this. But yeah, the main reason I included this was that delayed fireball. I think I mentioned this before. Just if you throw the fireball as soon as you get the chance, then you might not draw your opponent into wasting a miner like that. So it's just a nice little move. In this case, I mean, it got the ice golem, which wasn't a big threat, but still. But this is kind of the main match for tonight, and this is against a graveyard freeze, and I really like this match. I tend to struggle against graveyard freeze. Sort of, maybe I shouldn't, but this time I feel like I played it pretty well. So that might have been an overzealous fireball on those archers. Missed the E-Wiz, but I don't think it's a terrible play so far. I'm a little bit behind on elixir, but not sort of hungry for elixir. I don't know why my opponent floats here. I guess because he's got so many high casting costs cards that he doesn't want to commit to one side or the other until he sees me play. And now I treat this. I mean, Giant Skelly is a pretty big card, so I'm just going to push the other lane. And here you're going to see the weakness of his deck with the P.E.K.K.A. there. Sure, he can stop my hog, but now he's invested so much elixir in both sides that it's pretty easy to just defend the split push, fireball, distract the P.E.K.K.A. and the Mega Minion, protect my cannon, and then finish off the Mega Minion with an Ice Spirit. And that Ice Spirit was probably not even necessary because the cannon was dispatching the P.E.K.K.A. so quickly. So he hasn't put forth a real attack yet, and I'm actually kind of curious about the efficacy of a graveyard attack with the E-Wiz, because when the E-Wiz zaps the tower, then it's going to start targeting the skeletons. I don't know. Anyways, I hadn't seen his freeze yet, so this really caught me off guard. And I think I did a pretty decent job of sort of improvising. I really like the cannon on defense for graveyard. It fires so quickly that after taking out whatever the distraction troop is, it really does a pretty good job of cleanup. In this case, I had already logged it. Again, you see me pushing the other lane as soon as he drops a big tank. That was by design. I knew my counter push was going to draw some fire, so sort of maybe the unthinking thing to do would have been to push along with that counter push, but I was waiting for him so that I could push the other lane, figuring that with his big tank defenses he'd have a hard time defending my hog push if he defended that main push. Either way, a profit. I don't know if you can hear the train in the background. It's kind of fun recording from the hotel room. Okay, Fireball misses the E-Wiz. I thought the E-Wiz would walk forward a little bit further. Kind of messed that up. Again, not a fatal mistake because his dual tank thing. I don't know if this was his 2v2 deck or what, but now you see. I know that he's got a freeze. So you see my archers on the left side, and I left my king tower open, but I forgot that the king tower wasn't yet activated. So I panicked, dropped archers here instead of knight, completely by mistake. But it's one of those things where you just need to soak up a single P.E.K.K.A strike for you know to keep that tower alive in overtime. Use a log to clear the path, and then it's game over right here. So this was a really enjoyable match for me. I felt like I didn't play it optimally, but I felt like I played it well, and I was sort of right on that edge. Thanks for watching.